and welcome to Leanne's Weekly Weigh-In. I am Leanne, and this week on the Slimming World scales, I lost 1.5 pounds. And it was a really great meeting this week. I really enjoyed myself. It was going back to basics. Now, what does back to basics mean? It means that we had a brand new set of people coming into the group. So we had so many new people and new members, which was really exciting. It also meant that we all got to hear the original talk about how to food optimize, going through our beloved Bible, the Slimming World Food Optimizing book, which I briefly went through last week. We went through this again this week, going right the way through. Oh, my notes are falling out of my book. Right the way through, and I really did enjoy it. It was really great to go through this again, and it just to refresh yourself. And even things I noticed, like I've been doing Slimming World now for 3 months, and I've been shortchanging myself on my Healthy Extra B. I thought with my all brand that I was having that it was 40 grams. Turns out it's 50 grams I'm allowed. So I've shortchanged myself 10 grams a week. But hey ho, I lost 1.5 pounds and I became Slimmer of the Week for this week, which is really exciting. But I don't feel that 1.5 pounds is an awful lot to be Slimmer of the Week. But just let me tell you about Slimmer of the Week, because some people might not understand this concept. So in Slimming World, we all have to give an item of free food and put it into the basket. Now it has to be free food, and Jane Day, an amazing lady that I follow here on YouTube, she was talking about this because she was also Slimmer of the Week this week. Yep, we're in the Slimmer of the Week club this week, Jane. So what happens is that you're supposed to put in an item of free food into the basket. So the Slimmer of the Week will get this basket of food, a bit like Harvest Festival, I suppose. At the end of the session, the winner is announced, and you get to take home all of these goodies. Now, when I first joined Slimming World, I'd pop in some bits and pieces that I thought were part of the diet and what I've enjoyed this week, a bit like, what's in my basket, what I've enjoyed eating. So I think I've put in pink and whites one week, and a couple of other bits I've put in which I know are sinned food and not free food. So it was really great because Jane talked about this on her channel, and also Amy, my consultant, she spoke about it as well, going through the rules. It is a free food that goes into the basket. So if it went into the Slimming World Slimmer of the Week basket, I want it. I thought I would share with you what was in my Slimmer of the Week basket, which I'm really excited about. And what I liked about it was covered staples. So here is the bag. This week we have Mickey Mouse in space. I think this was a Primark bag. Who loves these bags? I love these bags from Primark. They're between £1 and £2, depending on whether they've got branding on or not. I always go for the Disney branding. And they fold right up, and you can put them in your handbag. I have them all the time, and Paul gets quite cross with me actually sometimes at the checkout. I give them away because people are panicking because they don't have a bag, and they like them because they expand, and these are really good, and they just go into a little packet. Anyway, enough about my Primani purchases. What did I get? I have got some tuna steak in spring water from Sainsbury's. That is free food on the plan, so you can eat as much as this as you want to. What else did I get in here? Let's see what I got. I got some reduced sugar and salt baked beans from Sainsbury's as well. Somebody obviously went to Sainsbury's this week. I have never tried reduced salt and reduced sugar baked beans, because all baked beans on Slimming World are free, which I'm quite surprised at actually, because I did think it was a reduced sugar which was part of the Slimming World plan. But I'm really excited about this because I want to try it and see whether or not it's the same. We usually go for basics beans from Sainsbury's, so I'll be interested to see what these taste like. Obviously they're a bit more expensive than basics, but hey ho, we're on a budget at the moment. What else did I get? Because I've got other things in here. There's one other thing. Let's have a look. This was in here. Now this we are very excited about. This is a cupboard staple in the Rivet household. Since we found out about these, we love them. They're Heinz creations, and there are several different ones they do, and they're basically like beans or lentils. This one is the lentil curry one, and it has dull spices and tomatoes in it. Gosh, and they're really not too spicy, but they're really, really nice. Paul likes them with some rice for a quick, easy meal. 3 minutes in the microwave and you're done. These are free on the Slimming World programme, and also we what else do we do with this? We put the spatula super rice in here as well, and if you put the super rice in, if you put the two together and a couple of eggs, mix it all together and put it in a loaf tin, and I have got these amazing things. I found I don't know what my life was like before I found these amazing things. They're silicone loaf tins, and I keep buying. I've got this addiction to silicone. Okay, I'm going to keep it clean, but it's an addiction to silicone bakeware. And we have got a loaf tin. I've got a bread, a cake tin, a square one and a round one. We have got muffin cases for making our baked oats. And this is, let's get back to the story. This with the 2 eggs and the bachelor's rice, which I think is 1.5 tin. You can get some rices that are free on the Slimming World programme. These are the ones that you make up yourself with water on the hob, not the ones in the microwave. And you mix it with this and you pop it, and it does enough for a whole loaf tin. I'm sure they'll be Weight Watcher friendly as well, but it is like a vegetarian meatloaf, and it is absolutely amazing. We call it curry loaf. If you search curry loaf on YouTube, it will come up. There's a curry loaf. They also do one with the baked beans, actually. Baked beans. So with a barbecue sauce they put in that one, and do a barbecue loaf. And but that's a really great evening meal, or you can have it cold with a salad. Especially if you're doing, I was going to say veganuary, but you can't if it's got eggs in it. But if you're a vegetarian, you want to, and you eat eggs, it's a really nice hearty meal. So do try that. And I think the last thing in here was, if I can find it, did I put it in here? Was butter beans, but I don't think I put them in here. No, they're not in here. So that was what was in my Slimmer of the Week basket. It was a variation on beans. But I'm really pleased actually, because we eat beans a lot in the Rivet household. Goodness knows what else it causes. You can only just imagine, can't you? But I thought what I would continue to do, because I know you like it, I was going to show you some of my cupboard staples and bits and pieces. So what is in my basket for this week, and I've brought out some of these lovely teas. And you know how much I love tea. If you remember, I used to share with my love of tea before. I've been shopping in Asda recently just because of the pennies, and because one of the things, buying a lot of fruit and veg can be expensive. So we've actually been going to Aldi and Asda, and I've been trying these teas. Now these teas, this was the first one that I'd tried. This came from our Slimming World group. Amy had it in the tea and coffee section, and it is lovely. It is rhubarb and custard, and if you were to have it, you need a little bit of sweetener. I have the stevia sweetener from Asda. It's really cheap. It's like 70p for a big granulated pot of it. I just put like half a teaspoon, because it doesn't need that much. But if you put that in with it, these taste identical to rhubarb and custard sweets that you had when you were children. So if you had those, or even as adults, if you loved rhubarb and custard sweets, try that. It is absolutely delicious. I love myself some licorice tea. I usually have the Yogi licorice tea, and Asda do their own peppermint and licorice. I really like this as well. It's a nice refreshing peppermint taste. If you like peppermint tea, you'll love it. You don't need any sugar in this because the licorice itself gives that sweetness, and that's what I like about licorice tea. You don't need any sweetener or sugar or anything, so you get the nice hint of peppermint at the front of the palate, and then when it gets to the back of the palate, you get the sweetness from the licorice, and I absolutely adore this one. There is another one I have, which is a lemon meringue one, but I think I took that to Mum's, and she will be like, yes, it's in my cupboard. She's watching this now, I know. So the lemon meringue one, again, tastes like lemon meringue pie. If you put a little half a teaspoon of sweetener in, they're so nice. And do you know how much these are? They are 74 pence for 20 tea bags. Now, I have to say that these ones, especially the rhubarb and custard ones, when I go into Asda probably about 3 or 4 times a week because it's only just at the bottom of our road. I pop in there and it's really difficult to find. Sometimes they're out of stock. So when I do find it, I do stock up on it because Mum absolutely loves this as well. So for Christmas, actually, she got 4 packets of this of one of her presents, her stocking fillers. It wasn't her main present, I promise you. I'm not that stingy, but she was really happy because she in fact, I was over there on Saturday, and she hadn't opened it, and she went, oh, let's have one of those rhubarb and custard drinks, and she sat there and she was supping it, and she absolutely loved it. 74 pence. You cannot go wrong with these fruit flavoured teas. Now, we did try the green tea because Mr. Rivet drinks green tea, and he didn't like the green tea. That was 70 odd p as well. But I like those, so they are definitely one. If you like fruit teas, you would love that. So I'm going to pop those down here. The other thing I've got in here, now this is a really weird one. I came across this. This is called Scan Bran, or Scandinavian Bran crisp breads. Now, the reason I have this was for a recipe at Christmas. It was for a Slimming World type, what's it called? It wasn't a cake. It was a Christmas pudding. Now, the Slimming World Christmas pudding, it was, I think it's Donna Dibble. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Probably have, but she does these Make Mondays, and she did one over Christmas. It was a couple of years ago with a Slim and Well friendly Christmas pudding, and I wanted to make a Christmas pudding. It was like a souffle. It was really nice. We made enough to last for a couple of for desserts. They were really nice. I had mine with a Muller Light Irish cream yogurt, and it was divine. In fact, I was on plan over Christmas, even on Christmas Day, and I attribute this to making one of my Christmas favourites, and I really like them. They are really dry and they are like cardboard, but they are refined fibre. In fact, I think they're not refined fibre, they're unprocessed wheat, and they're an excellent source of fibre. They contain 40% fibre coverage, and I tell you that these are, for 5 of them, they are your healthy extra B. And the other thing about these is they make you regular. That's all I'm going to say. So I apparently, now this is the thing, I then looked up Scan Bran on Slimming World on their website, and there was this flurry of recipes. There was so many cakes. There was a ginger cake with this, and of course it is like low sin or even sin free, because I think that it hangs around with your healthy extra B's, and I don't dislike them. I really like them for breakfast with some orange and banana on, with a little bit of cinnamon on top. And they might be a little bit hard, but I really like them. They're probably like almost, I wouldn't want to say like a poor man's Rivita, but they're £1.50 each. But the thing about them was, there was a national crisis when I mentioned about these Scan Brans in group. I said, why hasn't anyone told me about these? They used to be a thing in Slimming World, and if you go online and order these, because you can order them from Amazon, they sometimes have the Slimming World logo in the corner here, because you could actually buy them in your group. They don't sell them anymore. I have been told by my consultant though there needs to be a revival of them, and we might see them coming back in 2020. Who knows? But there is something, if you're a regular of Slimming World and you've been going there for a long time, there is something called the Scan Bran Challenge, and I am just going to leave it there. But I do like these. £1.49. I got these in Holland and Barrett, but then I bought in bulk. I bought a job lot off of Amazon. I think I paid about £10 for them, and there was like 10 packs in there. They're within date. They're well within date. Look, right the way through to the 25th of 6th, 2022 actually. So yeah, they last a long time. They are a product. They're actually grown in Norway. So they are Norwegian, or Scandinavian, I suppose. But I really actually, despite all the controversy around them and the toilet humour about them, I really like them. So there we go. That's my Scan Bran. And also a couple of other things in here that we've got is I do like these. Now, I'm not that bothered about hi-fi bars. Hi-fi bars are these I mentioned these last week. These are the bars that they sell in your meeting. These ones are the Black Forest ones, and they are at the moment they're limited edition. I really like them. The only reason being is they taste like my mum's Black Forest Gâteau cake that she used to make when we were kids. Now, I'm not saying it was really soft and squidgy, and it doesn't have like fresh cream in it and everything else that my mum would use to cook it, which makes my mouth water because she was the best cook ever and still is the best cook ever. But yeah, this really took me back to long bygone days of the 80s, I suppose, when we used to have this on a Sunday afternoon, and they do remind me of that. But again, with your hi-fi bars, they are 2 of these are your Healthy Extra B, because they're supposed to have fibre in them, but I don't understand how they're that. And this has got far more fibre in it. So you'd put, if you probably want your fibre intake, this would probably be a better source, or my All Bran, which is what I usually do. Or these are 3 sins each, which is what I usually have. If I do have one, I'll have them for a snack in the evening with a cup of tea. Paul likes these, not this one. He likes the orange ones. He likes, I can't remember the mint ones. What other ones he likes? The fruit and nut ones as well. So as soon as I do buy them, I buy them once a month. I buy quite a lot of them, and they're usually gone by the end of the month because somebody eats them, not me. So yeah, so that was those. And I've got something in there I'm going to hold off because I am going to give you some news, because one of the things in here is for my news piece. So we are going to do some really exciting news of the week, and I'm going to cue the theme. And this week, there's some. I just wanted to talk about some of the nice things that have happened this week. Let's just talk about one of the first things. Oh, I've got it down here. This is Bella magazine in the UK. Just to let you know that the weekly magazines that the women get in the UK. This one is the other ones. Yes, I am a sucker for a women's magazine on the train. Woman's Own, and also Woman, WOMAN. Do you remember that advert? Again, in between Coronation Street, that used to come up. And used to have like articles of Deirdre Barlow. Now, Mum and my gran used to have all of these. In fact, my nan used to have Women's Weekly as well, which is where I get all my knitting patterns from. But these 3 especially usually have a Slimming World offer in. I think Woman's Own last week had an offer in it, and this week it's Bella magazine that has the offer in. So it's £1.49. It is the issue 14th of January 2020, issue number 2. This came out today, which is the 7th of January. It's got in it on page, I think it was page 34, there is a pull-out section. So if you are doing your Slimming World, there is a Slimming World special. It's starting off here, and there's a cut out and keep section with 15 pages to pull out and keep, with a meal plan. There's a lady's story. This lady is Jane. Her name is spelt the same as my middle name, Jayne, and which is really nice. She'd lost 9 stone 12. There is a meal plan for the week. It talks about losing up to £7 in 2 weeks, which you possibly can if you food optimise. And the best part of it is that you get this little coupon here. If you cut out this coupon, fill it in, take it to your latest to your Weight Watchers meeting. If you want to join up, you don't have to pay the joining fee. So it's really worth noting that if you look in the magazine racks in the supermarkets and see this sign, the Slimming World symbol, chances are there's an offer. I think it is Bella magazine. Every week there seems to be a story about somebody who lost weight on Slimming World. So they obviously have a deal with an advertising deal with Bella and Slimming World. But I really wanted to just point that out, as it's the new year and there might be some of you who are listening in. I think that this is a really good offer because it saves you £10. The only other way you can do that in the meeting is if you do a countdown of 12 weeks and it waivers your fee at the moment. But that is a really good offer for £1.50. It's going straight in my basket. So that is that one. And other news, I'm going to look on my pad because I had to write this down, because I'm going to put the pictures up here so you can see them. Iceland have been doing some new foods for January. I do love the Iceland products. I will do a review on Iceland in the weeks to come, because they are convenience meals, they are Slimming World meals. They are free. All you need to do is put your vegetables with them if you want to. A lot of them have speed food in them, though, I will say that. But disclaimer, you do need to really put a third of your plate needs to be speed food. And they have got a couple of actually quite a few new ones. They've got the jackfruit chili, which I'm not sure whether is vegan. They've got a couple of vegan options out. They've got the Diet Cola chicken, which Diet Cola chicken is one of those age-old Slimming World recipes that we even knew about on Weight Watchers. It's where it's a bit like Mum's chicken and sweet corn casserole, but you stick a can of Diet Coke in it. It's all right. It tastes like barbecue chicken. It's actually not too bad. I prefer it when you put the Fanta in, because it ends up like sweet and sour chicken. And you put if you're going to do Fanta chicken, you put in, I think it's 4 tablespoons of vinegar. That's really, really nice. Try it. I'll do a recipe when we have our kitchen done up. I'll do a recipe and start doing some cooking with you, and then you can see that one, because that's one of my favourite meals. They do a beef stroganoff, which I'm not that bothered about. Chicken supreme, take or leave. Chicken sweet corn chowder. Quite like the sound of that. I do like the soups. These are all frozen. The Italian style sausage pasta, I like their pastas. I think they're really, really quite nice. They don't go too watery. The sauces are quite substantial. The vegan cottage pie, that definitely is vegan. And there's a soya and ginger chicken noodles. So they're the new ones out of Iceland. And as I said, I've put the pictures up there so you can see. The nice thing, I don't know if I've already said this, I can't remember, but the nice thing about the Iceland meals is they have the recipe on them, on the back of them. So then you can actually, if you like the food, you can make it yourself at home. And the whole idea about Slimming World is getting you to cook from scratch and have some fun in the kitchen. Now, one of the good things about Iceland is they often do lots of different things, like offers throughout the year. It might be you get a free bag of rice, of the pilau rice, if you're buying the curries. But at the moment, you can have any 3 products across the entire Slimming World range, including their meats. And you will get a Muller Light pack. Now, this Muller Light pack is exclusive to Iceland, and when I tell you what they are, I'm actually quite excited about this, because one of them is one of my favourite flavours, is cinnamon buns. Who loves a cinnamon roll? That is to die for. Now, I know I probably would like to have a cinnamon roll, but what I would do is I would use that in my baked oats and then add some extra cinnamon to make a cinnamon roll type baked oat. And then the other part within it, because I think it's a 6-pack, so 3 of each. The other one is lemon drizzle cake. Now, for every 3 products you get, you will be given a free pack. It's a multi-pack, so there's 6 in there of these Muller Lights. Now, when we first started, they had this, and I think it was gin and tonic. We ended up with all of these gin and tonics all these gin and tonic Mullers, which again, Muller Lights, remember, they are half a sin each, but well worth a trip down to Iceland. I don't think anything's over about $3.50 in the range, so it's really quite cool. The last one I want to talk to you about news wise is a really nice story. Now, this story was on social media. I found it on social media. It was with a lady called Katie Viney and Tony Viney, now the husband and wife, and they joined Slimming World 2 years ago, and they joined on the 9th of January. And there is a reason why I'm telling their story, because the 9th of January happens to be my birthday. So 2 years ago they joined. Tony says that he had to lose 5 stone, and Katie says that she had to lose 9 stone 10 pounds. They have done it. They have lost a total weight loss of 14 stone and 10.5 pounds, which equates to 94 kilograms. They achieved this amazing target at the 23rd of December last year, so well done you two. But the best news from this story, and this is what I love about Slimming World, it is all about community and family values. They decided right from the start, when they hit their target together, they would donate their weight loss in food to their local food bank. They live in Bicester, and they delivered 94 kilograms worth of food to their local food bank, which I think is an absolutely amazing story. So that's their picture, and well done for you, the pair of you, Katie and Tony, for doing that, and congratulations on your weight loss. So this week it is my birthday, and I am really excited about my birthday. It is on Thursday. I am going to go out and have some fun with some friends and Mr. Rivet. We're going to go out for a couple of drinks. They will be Slimming World friendly drinks. I will probably have a whiskey, probably have a Manhattan, and then I'll be on the Diet Coke. And then I'm really excited about it. But what I was even more excited about was in my basket. If I can find it. Yes, it's fallen right the way down the back of the... Oh dear. Dearie me. Is this? Look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Look, this is Fibre One birthday cake bars. There's 5 of them in here. Can you imagine? I am so excited about this. I saw this in the Slimming World magazine. Now, I haven't actually looked at my Slimming World magazine yet, because I've been so busy over the past month that it's still in its plastic, but I have seen it in somebody else's in the meeting, and I saw this. I got really excited. And then it was Laura and Kath, the budget slimmers. I've mentioned 2 YouTubers on this video. So it was Jane Day earlier on, and Kath and Laura, the budget slimmers. I absolutely love watching them. They do vlogs every day. They had this, and I was really excited, because I don't know if you remember, if you go way back in the archives, and you'll see when I used to send some bits over to Kim and Kelly over at the Skinny Weight Loss, Skinny on Weight Loss, yeah, Skinny on Weight Loss. we used to exchange parcels, and they sent me over a birthday cake Weight Watchers bar, and it was the first time I'd been exposed to birthday cake flavoured things, and was beginning to get all of the stuff from the States over here, and this is a birthday cake flavoured square, so I'm hoping, because they were divine, they were absolutely gorge. Who's missed me saying gorge? I absolutely love birthday cake flavoured things. So I'm hoping that these taste like the Weight Watchers birthday cake bars, because if they do, I probably am going to have this one box, and that'll be it, because I won't be able to keep them in the house, but I'm going to limit them to one a day. These work out at 4 sins on the Slimming Well programme. So that is it for this week. But before I go, and because it's my birthday, I wanted to give you a little guys a little present, a little gift back. So I'm going to do a giveaway. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give away a box of these. I also want to give away, oh, I didn't show you my Slimmer of the Week thing before. This is the Slimmer of the Week certificate. Look, and here's all of the stickers that they give you. That's digressing, Leanne, look, but I'm really excited about my Slimmer of the Week. It goes in my folder. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a giveaway with one of my weight loss journey folders from Fabulous Planners. I do love these, mentioned them last week. Go and have a look at the review. What I will do with this, they do ship internationally. A couple of people asked about this. Yes, they do ship internationally. They cover 2 variations of Slimming World. They do hunger detecting eating. I've never heard of that before. I don't know what that is, but that's a thing. There's a calorie controlled one, and there's a Weight Watchers variation on all of these. So if you would like to be in a chance of winning that, I will probably throw in a hi-fi bar, so you can taste what my mum's cake tastes like. I'll throw in a box of those, and this month's Slimming World magazine. I will do that for you if you subscribe. You must subscribe, like and comment with your favourite tip for the new year for weight loss. So if you do that, we'll put them in a random finder next week and see who's going to win. And what we'll do is you can pick out which one you're on, because I'm not going to suggest to you must do Slimming World if you're doing Weight Watchers, if you're doing calorie counting. I do believe, though, with anything, for me, what really works is to track it. You know, if you bite it, you must write it. You know, if it's going to go in here, it goes down on the pad. So I would really want to be able to supercharge somebody's weight loss in 2020 at the beginning of a brand new year. It is my birthday, so my gift to you is a gift back to you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, like, and I will see less of you next week.